Hi gorgeous people, thank you for joining me. In today's video I'm going to take you through this gorgeous palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is the Jackie Aina limited edition palette. I'm a bit late to the game in doing a review makeup look with this palette. I did order it as soon as it came out in the US. I shipped it to my US shipping address, but all up it took about 3.5 weeks to get to me. So a bit of a delay. I didn't need to wait that long because about 3 days after I ordered it, it was available at Mecca Beauty in New Zealand, and a few days after that it was available at Sephora NZ. The reason I ordered it immediately from the US is that sometimes we can wait a good 6 to 8 weeks for new products to reach us here in New Zealand. This one surprised me, especially being limited edition. Sometimes we don't get those at all. So to have had this available in New Zealand quite soon after it was released in the US is quite a feat, to be fair. So this retails for $45 US. It has the normal wonderful 14 shades in here. Comes with the double-ended Anastasia brush that I love so much. The colours are absolutely stunning. They are very pigmented. You don't need to use a lot. I have found from using this palette that I dip my brush in very lightly and tap my brush. That's not actually a habit that I am into with my eyeshadows, but with this particular palette I do feel you need to tap off your brush. You don't need to dip your brush in very hard, just very lightly, and the pigmentation is amazing. I am thrilled with the colour mix of what's in this palette, and I've had lots of fun playing with this and going outside of my comfort zone a little bit with some of the shades. I'm loving the red and the purple, so I've been having fun with those. As I said, this gorgeous palette retails for $45 US, and in New Zealand it retails for $93. The packaging is beautiful. The outer box that this comes in is identical to the shading of the outer packaging of this, which is like a gold metallic mock croc type of pattern. Turn the lights down so you can see that. So it's a beautiful label on there. Please excuse my lighting today. I'm filming actually going on dark. We've had a super interesting last few days here for our family. My son had his tonsils out 4 days ago and he is 22. My daughter had hers out 2 months ago and she was very unwell when she had her tonsils out, but we've had a whole new set of complications with my son. He had them out on a Thursday and had complications, post-op bleed complications that evening, and the surgeon had to be called back into hospital to stop a post-op bleed that he had. It was the first time in 9 years that the surgeon has ever been called back for a post-op bleed, so that wasn't very nice for him whilst they dealt with that while he was still awake. He came home the next day, and unfortunately 10 o'clock that night he had a really severe bleed. We rushed him off to accident and emergency, and the hospital staff there were incredible. Within an hour of us stepping through the threshold of accident and emergency, he was being wheeled off for surgery for an arterial blood vessel bleed. He was bleeding quite a lot. There was a full, one of my baking bowls was full of blood that he had been collecting in the time it had started, and so we waited around the hospital because there was quite a high risk for him because there was so much blood. They didn't know if they could intubate him. They were going to have trouble getting him under the anesthesia because of all the bleeding. So we hung around the hospital and we got home between 2 and 3 in the morning, and he is having a slow recovery now at home, and I'm getting up every 4 hours to make sure he's okay and that he's having his medication. So it's been quite full on the last 3 or 4 days. And to top it off, my washing machine blew up and we've got lots of washing to do, so we've had to go out and purchase a new washing machine today. And because my son is recuperating in his bedroom, which backs onto my bedroom where I normally do my filming, I've set up in the wash house. So I apologise if anything's off with the lighting. I've still got my ring light. I have got a big door over here with natural lighting, but it's going dark, so I have another little wee tiny light here, my makeup mirror light. So hopefully the lighting has been okay. If it does work out, I might actually film in this area in the future because I'm tucked in the corner of the house and I don't have to worry about traffic noise, my son being in the next room, etc, etc. So we'll see how it goes. If you like this filming area today, please let me know down in the description box below. It's really helpful having your feedback on the quality of the lighting or the area of which I am. Not too sure about the sound because it's tiled floor and it may be a bit echoey, but I'll see that when I go to edit. So I'm only filming one video at the moment to see how this goes. I also want to thank you for joining me for my video. If you are a regular subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below. I am a mature woman, I'm 53, I like to play with makeup, I love my skincare, and I like to share that with everybody, and it's a lot of fun connecting with you all. So if you would like to see how I created this quite smoky evening look using the Jackie Aina palette, please keep watching. This is another one of Anastasia's unique full pigment formula eyeshadow palettes. It's easy to blend and delivers high colour payoff with a very buildable intensity. It contains 14 all new shadows and pressed pigments in both matte and metallic finishes. As with all Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, this comes with a dual-ended brush and a large mirror. So I have primed my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape and set with translucent powder. And I'm going to go in the transition area with the shade Ginger. Taking a Morphe R37 brush. Now this is the lightest shade in this palette, but I have found that I tap it very lightly, and I do need to tap it off because these are super pigmented. And then I'm just going to use this in my upper hood area of my eye. It's a really pretty colour and would be one that would be really nice just as a one and done colour for a daytime look. I'm now going to go in with a very small blending brush, the Sigma E36 brush, and I'm going to go in with this really beautiful purple shade Big Wig. I'm just playing around with the lighting a little bit as this is a new setup today, and if all goes well when I edit this, this will probably be my little spot in the future. So I'm going to take Big Wig and this little blending brush E36, and I'm going to just basically draw a crease line across my lid. Like so. And then just flicking it out a little bit at the edge there, rather than following around the downturn of my eye. I have just flicked that out just a little bit. Going back in with our first blending brush with no extra product on it, and I'm just going to blend that in. Taking a flat shader brush, I'm going to go in with this absolutely beautiful red shade called Weightless, and just pop that in my outer edge of my eye into the middle. It is such a stunning red colour. Gives me Pat McGrath vibes actually from one of my palettes in the, I think it's the Pat McGrath Mothership number 5. I'm going back all the time with my blending brush that we first did the transition shade with. I'm going to take my Makeup Geek Out of V brush, and I'm going to take this brown, very warm brown shade called Credit, and I'm going to just take that to my outer, and I have to remember to tap this because this one does do a bit of fallout, if you can see the palette there. Just a little bit powdery, but I really don't mind that. These shadows are significantly very pigmented, and I'm just going to run that under the eye as well so that I can get the right angle out the side there for my outer area of my eye. And then just slowly blend that in. So just tapping that in and then blending it inwards to deepen that outer V. Back in with our little shader brush and that red shade Weightless, and then just joining those two together. I'm going backwards and forwards with those two brushes just to build up the type of intensity that I'm looking for. I'm going to go back into the purple Big Wig just to build up the purple shade in that crease that I'm after. This is quite a dramatic eye look that I'm creating, but you can use this palette for a more daytime worthy look. So that's creating that line with that really small tiny E36 brush, and going back with our first brush with the ginger, taking that off and blending that out. Taking a flat concealer brush, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape again, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to add it to the inner portion or inner half of my eyelid to add a lighter colour. And as you don't need a lot of this shadow, this concealer, it's very easy to add too much, and I'm just tapping that in. Like so. So that gives us a nice little area there to add a lighter shade. Now for that shade there are a lot to choose from. We would have Salmon, Celile, which is the colour I'm going to take. You have Trust Issues and Dwellers is colours that you could use there with the look I've got at the moment, but I'm going to go in with Celile today. Okay, go back in with the red shade and just blend that into the Celile. A little bit of Credit again in the outer, just to deepen that up. Taking a Wayne Goss number 20 brush, and I'm going to take Ginger and just buff that in my under eye, just to soften up the under eye. Taking a very little brush, I'm going to take Trust Issues and pop that just in my inner corner. And Trust Issues is this white shade here. And I'm going to do a last blend in the top crease. Taking that small brush again with Trust Issues, just adding a really little bit under the brow. Okay, so I'm going to add some lashes, mascara and eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that's the finished look using the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration eyeshadow palette. I created a more smoky evening type look with a half cut crease, and it goes to show that even though you may be mature or have hooded eyes, you can still do a cut crease. So today I just did a half cut crease, but if anyone would like to see me do a full cut crease, please leave in the comments down below if you would like to see that, and I could do a more subtle cut crease with maybe not so a dramatic eye. So that is the finished look. I just lined my eyes with my black Via Veneto by NARS eyeliner. I applied my little cheap $2 shop eyelashes. I think for $2 that they are quite a good buy for me, and for just having them on for a short time I'm quite happy with the price of those. The rest of the makeup that I'm wearing I will have listed in the description box down below. I have recently gone and got a whole pile of different samples of different foundations, and I'm trying them out at the moment before I buy the full size of a couple that I decide I might like. In today's foundation I'm actually enjoying, I love the coverage of it, and it's the Urban Decay Stay Naked, the new one that's just come out, and my skin looks super smooth with this foundation. So far so good. I love the fact that it's super light and does look flawless, so it may be a contender. If you enjoyed the eye look that I created today using this palette, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. There are so many gorgeous colours in here. I may still do another video using this again, because I mean I really want to try Lituation. I would like to try Sponsored, but a lot of people have used that colour, but there's so many gorgeous colours in here that I think you could get lots of different looks from this. So I really do hope you enjoyed that, guys. And as it is getting dark and it's the end of the day, I'm not going anywhere. It'll be just having tea and then getting rid of this look, but I have enjoyed playing with this palette yet again. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you would like to see more content from me, please feel free to tap or click on either of these links here and you will see more videos. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later guys. Bye.